Hello everyone, myself Dr. Ujjwala Revatkar. I'm a senior consultant anesthetist working with Axon Anesthesia Association. I am doing this IVF procedure and anesthesia practice since couple of years, and I'm associated with Isha IVF Center from the beginning. So today I am here to clear your doubts regarding whether IVF is painful or not. Many of you must be having doubt when your doctor explain you have to undergo ICSI procedure. That is you in your word that is egg retrieval. So whether doctor it is painful or not. So I would like to clear your doubts. So that ICSI procedure is generally done under anesthesia. So it's not like just we give minimal sedation. So what is that and what type of pain you can have? I'll tell you. So it's not actually pain. It's not a painful procedure, but you can say just it will be a discomfort to you, and you will be anxious. Okay, what will be the procedure and how it will be. So the discomfort, so we make you sleep so that you won't know anything when the procedure will be done. And generally what we do, that's why we do a pre-anesthesia checkup before the ICSI procedure. So in that pre-anesthesia checkup, what we do is we ask you your basic medical history or any surgical history, then past anesthesia history, and we check your blood test, everything. So after that, then we decide whether you are fit to undergo this sedation or not. Then if any specific, the basic blood investigation, which include your routine hemogram, blood group and viral screening, then we call you fasting on the day of procedure. So why fasting means? Because we are going to give you anesthesia. So when we make you sleep, you will be breathing, but you won't be conscious to swallow. So there should not be any chances of vomiting. So we call you fasting, so that when you are asleep, so that there should not be any reflux or what you call vomiting, and then aspiration into lung and pneumonia should not happen. So we call you fasting on the day of your procedure. So we generally call you 1 to 2 hours before the procedure, because I know any patient coming for any procedure with anesthesia, you will be little anxious. So if you come and get ready and we'll put the IV line to you, then you can relax before we shift you to operation theater. So anesthesia means in this procedure, generally what is your procedure will be this. Your doctor will remove the eggs from the ovary, follicular fluid. So the pain won't be it's not like major operation where you have a severe pain. It's discomfort, what I told you before. It will be because of the stretching of the ovarian capsule. Because normally what is your ovary size? It will be increased in this IVF procedure. So because your size of the ovary is increased because of the stimulation and follicles, so your capsule which is covered over the ovary, which carry the pain fiber, will be stretched, right? So then that can cause you pain, discomfort. So if suppose we don't give you mild sedation, patient might go into sudden vasovagal shock where your pulse rate can drop and BP can drop. That's why we planned this procedure under mild sedation, like not a conscious. Okay, so that kind of pain. Then post procedure, when we shift you to recovery, the pain will be like mild menstrual pain. Many patients, many ladies get dysmenorrhea. So that kind of which we take care with the IV painkillers. So the drugs what we use are very fast recovering drugs for anesthesia. Like we just shift you into the operation theater, then connect the oxygen and all, and just give a minimal sleeping injection according to your weight and history, any medical history. Then as soon as, and the anesthesia duration and the procedure duration of each patient will vary. That is why vary means because if some patient can have 10 follicle, another patient can have 20 follicle. We have seen follicles up to 40 or 50 also. So the definitely our time duration will extend, and same anesthesia also. So in that way, as soon as your procedure egg retrieval is over, all follicles removal, fluid aspiration is over, we cut off our anesthesia. As soon as this we cut off anesthesia, because I told you we give very fast recovery, you can open your eyes and you can respond to our command. Means, and all drugs what we are using, they are not going to affect your egg quality and your embryo quality. No, neither of our anesthesia drug will penetrate into the embryo or egg. So it won't affect your embryo quality and the pregnancy. That part you can make it clear. So means this and all these procedures are generally daycare procedures. What are daycare procedure means? We do the procedure same day and tend to discharge you same day with the observation of 3 to 4 hours. So after the procedure is done, we shift you to the recovery room. We have a recovery room where we attach the monitor, where we monitor your blood pressure, heart rate, and oxygen level. Then fasting, like because you were fasting, we have given you IV fluid. Then after that, we start orals. Like before you go home, we wanted to make sure that you are absolutely fine as you came to the hospitals. In same way, you should go home. So what we do is we start you orals. We initially start with the sips of water. After 1.5 to 2 hours, we give you a little water, and then we observe you for 15 to 20 minutes whether you get any vomitings or not. Suppose you are okay, then we give another liquid like coconut water and another juice. Everything fine in next 1 hour, no BP fluctuation, heart rate, oxygen level, everything fine. And then we ask you about your pain, how are you, you are comfortable, if any pain, we have already given you painkiller injection inside the theater during anesthesia. But before discharge, again we assess your pain. If any discomfort, I mean it won't be a severe pain, but if any discomfort or mild pain, we give a IV painkiller and then plan for your discharge. So, and in discharge medicine also we write you some mild painkiller so that if you get pain, you can take at home. So this is the part related to egg retrieval. And then you go home. Some patient might have any vomiting, anything. So accordingly, and that too discomfort will also be patient to patient vary. Like one patient will have a pain threshold sense. One patient can be more sensitive, one will be less. So that vary patient to patient. But whatever drugs we are using, almost they are very safe in for your IVF procedure. So this I told you about this egg retrieval. So then in IVF we also do different variety of procedure like diagnostic hysteroscopies and laparoscopy and IUI and embryo transfer and TISA, which is a male procedure. So in that also generally we have a type of anesthesia. Like in TISA procedure, we give a patient like local also and this sedation also. So if patient is comfortable under local anesthesia, we go under local. If not, this same mild sedation we give. So this is then embryo transfer. Generally anesthesia is not required because there is nothing like just they are putting the embryo through their catheter. But once in a while they need anesthesia. Why? Because in once in a while patient they have any anatomical problem where they can't put the embryos, right? Then secondly, anxious patient, non-cooperative patient, in such patients the doctor will tell us where they need our anesthesia service. In that case, we plan same sedation procedure under anesthesia for the embryo transfer also. Then after that, we make your discharge summary and comfortably you can go home. So no need to worry about IVF procedure is a major procedure or painful procedure. They are simple procedure and we are doing so many procedures and our patients are very much comfortable with what experience we have gone through till now. Then IUI also is one of the IVF procedure. IVF procedure, there they just inject the seminal fluid. There also anesthesia not required, but same what I told you, anxious patient or any problem, then they can plan under anesthesia. But whatever anesthesia procedures are planned in these IVF procedures, no need to worry about what will happen with the repeated anesthesia. That also many patients will have a doubt. If I take repeated anesthesia, will nothing like that. Our drugs are almost safe, and you can take repeat anesthesia also. Not to worry. Repeat, like after one procedure, after that, if you need for some other procedure, no need to worry about our drugs and that, and they are almost very comfortable. Thank you.